Tonight we are pleased to celebrate accomplished students and valued community members. It's nice to see a big crowd of people who do amazing things for us and for us to have a chance to say thank you. Executive Director of Communications Danielle Clark will lead the recognitions.
Thank you, Dr. Smyser, members of the board and community. We're going to start off with our Colorado Science Olympiad champions. Ms. Reed, if you'd like to join me at the podium. We will start with the Preston Middle School team. Is Mr. Kyle Healy and Elizabeth Lloyd. Are you here with your teammates? Come on up.
Good evening, Dr. Smyser, board members, and community guests. My name is Kyle Healy, and I'm the Dean of Students at Preston Middle School. On behalf of our principal, Amy Schmier, and the rest of the Preston community, I'm delighted to introduce you to our state champion, Preston Middle School Science Olympiad team. These dedicated students put in countless hours of work towards achieving their goals. Led by their passionate coaches, Elizabeth Lloyd and Logan Burke, they established themselves as the strongest team in the state and represented Colorado and Poudre School District admirably at the national competition. It's an honor to be able to say congratulations to these young minds. Elizabeth?
Thanks. This was a great group of kids, but I want to start off saying we were counting just a second ago. There's over 15 adults who help us every week get these kids ready. There's 23 events, and the 15 adults cover those 23 events, and 8 of them are staff at Preston Middle School, and that makes us why we're so successful. And then these kids put in so many hours. They're there before school at 7 a.m. They stay after school till 5. Tuesdays and Thursdays they come back from 6 to 8, and then they're there most Saturdays all day long. And they worked really hard. I have about 10 kids that returned from last year's team that also won state. Last year they, at nationals, which is big stuff, it's very, very tough competition, we came in 30th, and this year we came in 26th. So we improved 4 spots, and that was really impressive. The kids worked really hard. The amazing things that they learn, how to fail and have it with dignity and do it, I think is a great lesson. And then how celebrating success, they have to work together. And this group was amazing. We went to CSU, which was really nice because usually nationals is all over the United States. And this year we had the pleasure of being at CSU. And I was just so touched by these kids. They were inclusive. They included everybody. Nobody was left out. They were super nice. They celebrated together. They celebrated disappointments together, and it was just a really nice group of kids, and I'll be very sad to see all of them go on to high school. So we have about half of them here today, and then the rest of them are off enjoying their vacations and stuff with summer. But I was really proud of this group, and they did a great job. So thank you. And
we'd love to see those students join you if they'd be willing. So.
Okay. All right, Ethan Li Lin, come up, and you had 4 events, right? And then Peyton Mallocker, and he had 2 events. Rebecca Ring, I usually call her Rebecca, so she's probably like, what? Rachel Lorenz, Braden Lloyd, and Hamagna, and I'm not trying to say her last name, so come on. All right, so both of them, they're all going to introduce themselves and say where they went to elementary school. I went to Beatty, Bolts, Weber, Rocky, and CSU.
I'm Ethan Lin, and I went to Bacon Elementary.
And where are you going?
I'm going to Fossil.
I'm Peyton Mallocker, and I went to Cruz, and I'm going to Fossil next year.
I'm Rebecca Ream. I went to Shepherdson, and I'm staying at Preston.
I'm Rachel Lorenzen. I went to Bacon, and I'm going to Fossil.
I'm Braden Lloyd. I went to Harris, and I'm also going to Fossil.
I'm Himagna Kuntamala. I moved here this year, and I'm going to Fossil.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
We're expecting big things from Fossil next year, I think.
And so I'd like to echo what Christoph Febra said, is that we're looking forward to seeing all of you guys next year that are going on to Fossil on the high school Olympiad team, and we look forward to seeing the rest of you next year. And congratulations, and I really am impressed with all the hard work and your dedication, and for bringing this honor home to the district. Thank you.
So while the Preston Science Olympiad champs are going through the Walk of Fame, we will have the Fossil Science Olympiad champs, the future home of some of these kids. Come up, Dr. Chaplin. So now we're doing the next logical progression is the Fossil Ridge Science Olympiad champion team. I have Dr. Chaplin and her coaches here tonight to tell you all about their honor.
Thank you, Dr. Smyser, board members. Thank you so much for recognizing all the hard work that not only our coaches do, but our students. Wish we had students here with us, but they're all vacationing and enjoying their summers. But I'm very, very honored to recognize our two coaches, Miss Melissa V. Hill and Mr. Dan Danahauer. The hours of support that they put in service of our students, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, all the time. Really just, I just can't say enough about. They are really an inspiration for their kids and really challenge their thinking and really just let them really try new ideas and try new concepts that they never thought that they would be able to achieve. So really excited to have them here. I'll let them share with you after they left state where they ended up at Worlds, because we had some world competitions as well. And thank you again.
Thanks for having us tonight to speak before you. The third week in May, over 2,000 students from around the United States and Japan came and competed in 46 events, 23 high school events and 23 middle school events. Competitors came from 60 teams in each division, so 60 high school teams and 60 middle school teams. And medals are given to students placing in the top 10 in the nation. As a team, Fossil Ridge High School placed 21st overall. And a special mention to the 3 events that our students medaled in this year. Gracie Finnegan and Catherine Zhang placed 6 in rocks and minerals. It's worth noting that these ladies have earned a medal every single Science Olympiad national competition that they have competed in. And they're returning next year, so I'm really excited. Karina Turtel and Chelsea Wang earned their second third-place medal in Right It, Do It. It's back-to-back bronze for those ladies in that event. And lastly, Kyle Schmier and Trevor Long placed first in the nation with their mousetrap vehicle. You should watch the footage because one of our students jumped so high, I swear he's going to hit the top of Moby. We were so excited. We were really proud of all of our students, including the ones whose devices and tests didn't go quite how they had planned. While those times were heartbreaking in the moment, our students remained poised and positive through their tears and disappointment. We made sure to point out the value of failure now and also later in life, as well as how proud we were of how they handled the unforeseen circumstances. We appreciate the district's support in helping us teach the content and these types of lessons to our students, from team registration to coaching stipends to buses to travel to the state competition in Denver every year. It's greatly appreciated. And I'd especially like to thank Kathy, Kristen, and Rob for responding to my invitation to the national competition. I'm sure you get countless emails, good and bad. And as a teacher, it's a bit intimidating to email the board. And so I really appreciate that you took the time to reply and wish us well. We were really proud of our accomplishments of our students and how they represented our state, our town, and our school district at the Science Olympiad National Competition. And we're looking forward to hopefully attending the national competition next year at Cornell. Thanks.
So I just want to echo again what I said about our middle school Olympiad champions. We feel this exactly the same way about you guys, and we look forward to seeing you guys come back next year. And maybe next year it won't be 21st, maybe it'll be first. And we look forward to that.
So while they're finishing up the Walk of Fame, we'll have our athletic state championships. Mr. Donovan, if you'd like to join me. And I'm not seeing some of the folks from the state championships. So is Carrie Christensen? Oh God, I'm like, ah. Okay, so we're going to start with state tennis champ from Pooter High. And Carrie Christensen from Pooter High will introduce the coach and the student.
Thank you, Dr. Smizer and Board of Education, for your support of high school athletics and for honoring these amazing athletes. It is my honor to introduce Kai Acton, the two-time state tennis champion at #1 singles from Pooter High School. Kai comes from a long tradition of Fort Collins tennis. Her grandmother, Evie, started the Fort Collins Tennis Association in 1975 and coached the Pooter High School team in the 80s. Her daughter, Laura, now our head coach, has been coaching Pooter High School tennis for 28 years and is the longest tenured coach at Pooter High School, and I'm guessing probably in the city as well. Kai had the privilege of growing up with 3 older sisters, Quinn, Coy, and Kale, who she learned from and grew from in her tennis skills and as a person. Kai helped to lead her team to a second-place state finish this year, as well as winning as a team the coveted Sportsmanship Award for the state tournament. Kai is not only an incredible tennis player, she is the rare 3-sport athlete, competing in cross-country and unified basketball as well. Kai was a Champ Scholarship recipient, being recognized for her sportsmanship and character, and she was a candidate for valedictorian here in May. She will continue to play tennis at the collegiate level while attending the University of Colorado at Boulder. Kai bleeds Pooter blue and silver, and Pooter could not be more proud of Kai. Not only proud of her athletic and academic abilities and achievements, but for who she is as a person, the way she represents herself, her family, Pooter High School, and Pooter School District. It is now my pleasure to introduce Coach Laura Acton.
Thank you for the invite tonight. It's my honor and privilege to be here celebrating Kai, not only as her coach, but as her mother. And I was thinking we could start with your terrible twos, maybe? Do you guys have a long time? It is really fun being Kai's mom and her coach, and not because she's a 2-time state champion, but more importantly because Kai is really balanced, and she never takes herself too seriously. She can lock on and have a laser focus and get the job done. And then when we get off the court, she is the comic relief, having us all giggling and having a good time. She's a great DJ on the bus trips. Kai is a well-rounded player, beautiful player, graceful on the court. Her shot would be her wicked forehand. She's got tactical defense, and I think she has an innate ability to use the variety of shots that she has to neutralize her opponent's offenses. She has a no-quit competitive spirit, but she respects herself, she respects her opponents, and she respects the game. Her sportsmanship is impeccable, and she's always considered to be very fair. As Carrie said, she did get the Champ Scholarship for Heart of a Champion. She was also recognized down in Denver from the Colorado Tennis Association for the Phyllis Lockwood Sportsmanship Award. In March, she was notified as the Colorado Sportswoman for tennis, which she was unable to attend that. So really proud of how she handles herself on the court, off the court, on and off the court. In terms of her career, she was #1 singles all 4 years. She was 2 times conference champion, 4 regional championships, named Front Range League Player of the Year, both junior and senior year, and 5A league or 5A state player. And I think she would be most proud of her repeat state championship, but she was very excited down there to have the team finish second, and so proud of her teammates for the Sportsmanship Award, which they were most proud of. So we are very excited to see what she does next year and raise her academics and her athletics as a CU Buffalo, and she will continue to represent our family, Pooter High School, and the community with grace and class. So it's been a fun ride, Kai.
First, I'd just like to thank the district and Pooter High School especially for making my high school experience really fun because of athletics, because it would not have been the same without that. And I was a Tavelli Tiger, CLP Pirate, and then Pooter Impala. And I'm really excited to go to CU and be a buff next year, and I'm studying biomedical engineering and applied mathematics.
behalf of the Board of Education and the district, congratulations to Kai and Coach Acton and the whole program. And wow, what a career. And it's probably not much of an accident that she's going to partially major in math. I wonder how that came about. So congratulations, Kai, and we look forward to hearing about your career at CU.
While they're finishing up, is Katie Hansen from Rocky Mountain High School here? No? Okay. I don't see anybody from Fort Collins High School here either. Okay. Dr. Chaplin, it's you. So we have several of our students that won state championships that were unable to be here this evening, so I'll just read their names really quickly. We have Gabriella McDonald from Rocky Mountain High School, winning the 2018 5A Colorado Track and Field Girls Shot Put and Discus State Champion. And we also have some folks from Fort Collins High School that were unable to be here, from the state long jump champion, oh, I'm going to get this name wrong, Michaelin Moore, and the state triple jump champion, Alam Bushara. So they were unable to be here this evening. But we do have our fossil swimmers. So we have Dr. Chaplin back to introduce her championship swimmers.
Dr. Smyser, members of the board, thank you again for recognizing our student athletes as well as the students that excel in academics. It's a great honor to be here tonight and to have two outstanding gentlemen here beside me. We have Danny Kovac, who is a state champion in the 100-meter fly. He was also named the 5A Swimmer of the Year, so very, very nice honors for him. And then we have Matt Garrity, and Matt Garrity was a champion, state champion in the 100-meter free. And so both these gentlemen, I'll speak on behalf of their coach, Mr. Morehouse, who I believe is traveling to South Dakota. He's receiving an honor for being a swim coach of the year. So couldn't be here tonight. I'll just, these two gentlemen just show character inside of the pool and outside of the pool. Within our school community, they're always a positive addition to our climate and culture. They stand up for what's right. They're always there to lend a hand. They're always there to put in the extra effort and go the extra mile, whether it be swimming or in their classes or just in supporting each other. I think what's been amazing about this swim team is that so often in swimming, it can be an individualized sport. Everybody's doing their own events. But what I think is so wonderful about these two gentlemen is their leadership in creating a community and creating a team of swimmers, and I think that's what makes them so successful at Fossil Ridge. So I'm going to let these two gentlemen introduce themselves and tell you their career plans as they move on and share where they've been through school here.
Okay. Hi, and thank you guys for letting us come here and be recognized today. That's really awesome. I went to elementary school at Warner. Oh, and I just graduated from Fossil. I started at Warner, went to Preston, and then I just graduated Fossil, as I just said, and I'll be continuing, and I'll be swimming at Xavier University in Cincinnati, Ohio. Just a little shout out to all the Preston going to Fossil kids. You guys have such a bright future, so really enjoy your time, and Fossil's great. You guys are going to love it, and you guys have really bright futures, so congratulations.
My name's Danny Kovac. Once again, thank you for having us here. It's a tremendous honor. I attended Timnath Elementary, Preston Middle School, and Fossil Ridge. I graduated this year and will be swimming at the University of Missouri next year. And yeah, like Matt said, just have a great time at Fossil. It really does go by fast, so just enjoy it. Thank you.
On behalf of the Board of Education, congratulations to these two swimmers, and we look forward to hearing their college exploits. And on a note about the students going from Preston to Fossil, when our sons had Ms. Lloyd as a science teacher, I believe her name was Ms. Frizzle. So they really enjoyed her science education. So hopefully you get a great science education at Fossil Ridge. So congratulations.
So while the swimmers are doing the Walk of Fame, Ms. Higgins, Ms. Draper.
Congratulations, Julie. Congratulations, man.
So now we get to the community portion of our recognitions, and this evening we're going to recognize the 2017-18 PSD Insight class, and I'm going to introduce Ms. Beth Higgins. She is our Community Partnership Coordinator. She leads this effort. She'll give you a little recap of it, and then we'll call up each of the class recipients.
Oh, my choice. Okay, it's my choice. So I'm going to have all of the Insight people come up and join me, because it's been a great year and you've had to put up with me for a long time, so you get to put up with me a little longer. So good evening, everyone. Good evening to the board. Good evening, Superintendent Smizer, members of Cabinet, and members of the community. Thank you so much for having us this evening. It is my privilege to present the 2018 PSD graduating class, PSD Insight graduating class. Developed by the District Advisory Board in 2014, PSD Insight provides in-depth information about the district to parents, community members, and business leaders. Since its inception, 85 community members have graduated from the PSD class. They've gone on to work on community boards, work in our schools for district advisory committees and different ways like that, and really become advocates for PSD in our community. Every month, from September through May, the class, PSD Insight class, met at 7:30 in the morning at all different locations around the school district. They learned about policy and governance, finance, facilities and operations, student services, curriculum and instruction, and legislative advocacy. They've completed 16 hours of intensive work to better understand the district's operations, successes, and challenges. So, on behalf of PSD, we thank you all for your time, your energy, your enthusiasm, and your passion for this program and for the district. And we encourage you to continue your work with the district in ways that are meaningful for you. So I will say that there are about 21 people in PSD Insight, and that's a much smaller group up here than what I was expecting. So as I call your name, please step forward to get your certificate and your name badge. Casey Adler. Ann Burnt. She's not here. Ann's not here. Rebecca Harvey. Rebecca wasn't able to be with us this evening. Rebecca Carrasco. Krista Keevan. Lisa Locke. Lisa's not here. Dara Larson. Catherine Nichols. Stephen Pursley. Carmen Hardy. And also in the class, but not able to join us tonight, Lauren Smiley, Holly Terry, Celeste Worf, Katie Watkins, Elizabeth Wynn, Chrissy Zimbrano, and Sarah Wilson. So we thank you again to the PSD Insight participants. We thank the District Advisory Board and really all of the PSD staff that have come together to make this program such a success. Everybody from the teachers all the way up to our executive directors and our cabinet levels, board members and Superintendent Smizer all come together to make this program really successful. So we thank all of you as well.
I just want to say on behalf of the Board of Education, congratulations to all of you. I know what hard work that is, and thank you so much for doing that. The community thanks you. The school district thanks you. So go ahead, take that information that you have, take that knowledge that you've gained, run with it, make PSD even better. Thank you so much.